personal. That's just Cinder's way. She speak with love, but don't sugarcoat what she say. She might be blunt, but it come from the heart. Real ones feel her, been solid from the start. Don't take it personal, that's just Sundal's way. She speak with love, but don't sugarcoat what she say. She might be blunt, but it come from the heart. Real ones feel her, been solid from the start.
Hello, everybody. Give me a 2 in the chat if you can hear me. We are going to have fun tonight. And let me know if you like our cute little AI backdrop. Let me know, how are you guys doing? I'm so excited about today's live. Again, we're going to give people a little minute to come in because I said it was starting at 5. It is not 5 o'clock. Your girl's a little early, but that's what we're doing today. So let me know really quick if you're here in the chat. Where are you watching me from? Like, where are you watching from? Your girl want to know where you watching from. Where you watching from, girl? Or boy? Where you watching from? Oh, and let me know if you're here from your YouTube notifications, or if you're one of the many people who signed up on my webinar page on my website. Now, again, we're giving people a chance to come in because once we get started, I don't want to come back in. Okay, let me. Ooh, we from all over. We from back home. What if not to say that you necessarily in Detroit just because you in Michigan. It's more places than Michigan, but still. Thank you guys so much. Plus, I like to see where the majority of the people who are watching me, where you guys are from, right? Where you're at. So as I'm putting all of your locations up, right? Let me know before we get started. Then this our last question, and we're hopping right into it. Why are you here, right? What are you expecting to get out of today, right? What are you expecting to get out of today? YouTube notifications. Ooh, notifications. Spaces by weeks. Ooh, okay. Webinar page. Great. Oh, we all over. I signed up for the webinar page, but with a different email. Oh, okay. Oh, you in Tallahassee? I went to school out there for like 5 minutes. For like 5 minutes, you signed up. Okay, so what are you here for? What exactly are you expecting to get out of today? And at any point as I'm talking, let me know if whether or not you're able to hear me, right? Just let me know because my real mic over there, but my fake mic is right here. So let me know if you can hear, okay? But again, I want to know A, exactly what you're here for, and B, are you in a space where you're going to be open and able to receive? Because I just let me first let you know my intention. My intention is to broaden your horizons and put you in a position to think about things that you probably didn't think about in a completely different way, right? And put you on the right path to begin making better choices. And not only that, before we can get to you on a path making better choices, you need to understand the complexity of the decisions and the choices that you've made. But my intention, again, is to help you break free from this mental prison that you've been in, right? But I also need you to understand that I will not be controlled by the way that I speak. If you are a person that is easily offended, then this probably won't be the channel for you. Everybody's different and everybody has their vibe. And if you need to be talked to like this, then this isn't going to be the channel for you because I'm going to speak very frankly. I need you to understand if you're new to my channel that I've tried all different things. Today, I will be myself. And if you are a person who doesn't really receive from a person like me, then I want you to exit, okay? But I want us to all get to a space where we are, yes, exactly, open to learn. Okay, regrowing your hair. Love my videos. Thank you. Transitioning for locks. You're open. Okay, let's get it to it then. So, um, you guys don't have the PDF to follow along with this. Um, however, when you sign up after this, whatever, when you join my group, if you're already a part of the free group and the 7 Day Challenge group or the Growth Cycle Blueprint group, I'm going to add the link to this PDF that we're getting into in a second, right? You'll get that when this is, I should say. But if you have not signed up to any of my challenges or my free group, then you won't get this PDF. Okay. So give me a split little second, girl, to share the screen and stuff. Okay. Hold on. All right. Okay, so let me know if whether or not you can see this, right? Let me know if whether or not you can see this. So that way I can ensure that everybody is getting everything to the best of their ability. Okay, let me know. Do you see it? Can you see everything? Let me double check. Hold on. Alrighty, so this is our Snatched Strands webinar. Again, let me know if whether or not you can hear me. I'm about to turn the music down because I don't think we necessarily need background music for this, right? But I want us to hop right into this. We're going to get super nerdy and super scientific today. So, again, if you are a person who is not able to receive, if you're not a person who is really, really, truly able to understand and comprehend without offense, then this again will not be the channel for you, because I'm going to be real with you. The majority of us, right? And when I say us, I'm not talking about myself. The majority of people have learned from people who have no idea what they're talking about. They don't know anything about the science. So a lot of the things that you hear me say today are going to sound like I'm making it up, simply because you never heard of it before. Me giving you information that you've never heard does not mean that I'm making things up. Everything that I will say today you will be able to go verify if you look it up in a scientific journal, right? You'll be able to verify everything, right? That's why I'm saying the same thing over and over again. A lot of people who come across my channel and they watch one or two videos, they're like, oh, she's always talking about the same thing. You know why? Because the science that we're going to talk about today, it never changes. And if you master, right? If you master the science of your body, then certain things won't matter. You have a bad hair day, you get some braids that you shouldn't have gotten, and your hair breaks off. It's nothing. You'll be able to fix it, but not if you don't understand the science of the human body. So load me up with threes in the chat, just as many threes as you want. Just give me three, 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 three in the chat if you are ready and open to receive. I know I asked you before. This is the last confirmation, because this is the thing. We blocking people today. Okay? Because again, I'm not about to go around the same mountain over and over and over and over again. I want us to all be in the energy to receive. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. So I'm going to take myself off of the screen. And we're just going to hop right into this. Even though I'm not off the screen, I'm still right there. No, I'm not, right? Okay, so now as we move along and get into this, right? Not the one of the main issues that most people have, right, is the simple fact that the majority of the time you're looking or searching for something that is going to make things extremely simplistic. Hold on. It's going to make things extremely simplistic, right? That is going to cause for zero effort. But the truth of the matter is, as it pertains to hair growth, as it pertains to hair care in general, you need to understand that there is a science to everything. So, in today's agenda, right, we already did our welcome, we already set the tone. We're going to go over hair lies that we've been told. And then we're going to go over hidden growth blockers, things that are really blocking your hair growth cycle. And I can guarantee you that you've never even considered these things. And everything that we're going to go over today is something that an oil, a butter, a grease, a twist out, a wash and go, your single braids that everybody thinks grow is going to grow your hair. All of those things, those mini braids, the mini twists, they could never do the things that we're going to talk about. What growth actually needs, right? And then we're going to go over the method. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to give everything away, but I'll give you the basics to my method, the methods to my madness, right? And then we'll go over a hair growth action plan. Not the things that the people in the 7-day challenge and the growth cycle blueprint get, but I'm going to give you something that this is for all textures and all races. So let's take notes. And if you're already taking notes, give me an emoji in the chat, as well as letting me know two roadblocks. Let me know, what are two roadblocks as it pertains to your hair growth and things of that nature. What are they? Because these hacks are the things that slow down your hair growth cycle. So name two roadblocks, just two, anything, right? So I say all the time what most of my titles are today, but today I come to you as a holistic practitioner, right? Letting you know that it's not just hair products is not just your patterns and your routines, it's your diet, the things that you eat, the things that you put on your hair, the things you don't put on your hair, and all of the things. So the word holistic is relating to or concerned with wholes or with complete systems rather than the individual parts, right? So holistic medicine attempts to treat both the mind and the body. So that's what we're doing today. I'm not just going with what do I put on my hair, but what do we do? That is one of the main reasons that a lot of people can't learn from me and a lot of people can't hear, because you're not looking for all of the holes. You're literally looking for me to treat the body. But before we could treat the body, we have to treat the mind, because the mind is the thing that is in control of the body. It's like looking at the big picture instead of just focusing on small details. It's about considering everything as a whole rather than separate pieces. For example, holistic medicine doesn't just treat physical symptoms, but it also looks at how someone's thoughts and emotions might affect their health. So it's about treating the mind and the body together instead of just one part. So let's get into it. The hair follicle, what is it? The hair follicle, right, is the main and most important part of your hair growth cycle. After all, that's where it's at. But let's talk about hair follicle miniaturization, because that's where most of you are, or at the beginning stages of. So, real quick, before I keep moving in the chat, I need everybody who can hear the sound of my voice to write in the chat, whether you're watching this live or on replay. I need you to write in the chat hair follicle miniaturization. I'm going to wait. I know it's a long word. It's right there on the screen. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments. Why? Because I need you to write these words down so that way they're stuck in your mind's eye. You're not going to forget about what hair miniaturization is. And today, at the end of this, whether you agree with me or not, you will not be able to get this word and this definition out of your head. You will look at the actions and the patterns you take, or the lack thereof, as a sign of why these things are popping up. So, what is hair follicle miniaturization? This is a process where the hair follicles shrink in size over time. Give me a 3 in the chat if you remember me constantly telling you guys that hair weathering takes anywhere between 6 months and 25 years. During the process of hair weathering, you know what happens? Hair follicle miniaturization is where the follicle shrinks and gets smaller. But whenever you tell people, oh, don't do that. Oh, I've been doing it for 5 years and my hair is okay. Yeah, but hair miniaturization, follicle miniaturization is just one of the many different things that happens during the weathering process. During the weathering process, hair follicle miniaturization happens amongst other things, but I digress. Let's keep going. Okay, this is the process. Hair follicle miniaturization is the process where the hair follicle shrinks in size over time, leading to thinner and finer hair. This phenomenon is often associated with androgenetic alopecia or male or female pattern baldness. Now, that does not mean that the other patterns and routines that we'll go over today don't contribute to that, right? So, this is something that, again, I need everybody to be very, very aware of, very, very cautious of. Okay. Hair follicles go through different growth phases, including anagen, the growth phase, catagen, the transitional phase, and telogen, the resting phase. Okay. In each individual, hair shaft and hair follicle is prone to miniaturization. The anagen phase becomes shorter, and the hair shaft diameter gradually reduces with each hair growth cycle. This results in hair that becomes progressively thinner and more delicate. These are the things that are happening to everybody. But guess what? If you're doing Team Natural, if you're never blow drying your hair, if you never see your hair in any way but a swollen state, you will never see the beginning stages of your miniaturization. You will not. You won't see it. Okay, hair follicles go through different phases, and I teach you guys about the phases of the hair growth cycle all the time. Give me an 8 in the chat if whether or not you remember me telling you about the different phases of the hair growth cycle. Give me an 8 in the chat, real quick, just real quick. These are things that I want us to talk about because at the end of the day, none of us are really thinking about these things, right? And most of the time, I make a video and people are like, oh, she's just randomly making these videos to. No, I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. I'm going to take y'all chat off until we get to the end. Okay. But no, I promise you, I'm not making things up. Everything, this is a hair is a holistic practice. That's why I told you the definition of holistic at the beginning is not as simple as, oh, what oil, what butter, what grease do I use? No, these are pieces that we need to learn. Miniaturization is typically influenced by genetics and hormonal factors, especially the hormone DHT. DHT binds to the hair follicle and is causing them to shrink and to produce weaker and shorter hair strands. So, over time, if left untreated, miniaturization can lead to hair loss and baldness. This is something that I need y'all to think about. And all of the different practices that you do, the greasing of the scalp, the oiling of the scalp, the buttering of the scalp, the constantly wetting your hair, the wet products, your wash and goes, your curly cuts, all the team natural stuff, all of these things start the beginning stages of miniaturization. Why do you think that today in 2025, everybody that was shouting from the top of the mountaintop about natural this and natural that, they're all done making the videos? Why? Because what I told y'all was going to happen happened, which is hair miniaturization. I've been telling y'all for 10 years that hair miniaturization takes anywhere between 6 months and 25 years to show up, but nobody wanted to believe it. Y'all have to pay attention. Look at the patterns and the routines of the people that you've been learning from. Look at what they've been going through. Look at some of the things that they said have been happening to their hands just based on the products that they've been using. Look at on their clients. Look at some of the things that they've been going through. They're all been going bald, but blaming it on their hormones, right? And we're going to dive into the enzymes and all of the things, but there are many factors holistically. Again, somebody say holistic, huh, in the comments. Somebody said holistic, right? Type it in for me. Hello. But the majority of people don't understand that their practices, their patterns, and their routines are the things that lead them there. Hair follicle miniaturization, which leads to thinning, can have several causes, but the primary factor is often genetics or hormones. Now, this is the thing. When we're talking about genetics, right? Androgenetic alopecia, also known as male or female pattern baldness, is the most common cause of hair follicle miniaturization. So, if your family history of baldness, you may be genetically predisposed to it. Now, this is something that most people don't understand. If you're not a scientist, you don't really understand this statement in its whole. When somebody says genetics, that does not mean simply that, oh, whatever your parents, if your grandma, all of the women in your family are bald head, then you're gonna be bald head. No, ma'am. You need to look at genetic patterns, look at patterns in the genome, right? If the majority of the women are bald head, the majority of the women probably don't shampoo their hair right. They probably oil and grease the scalp. There are so many factors that if you sit down and you make questions, you put all of these different families that are in this genetic pool, you put them all in the same circle, then most likely everybody's going to have the same patterns and the routines. The issue is the lack of accountability in the Black community and your lack of a desire to hear the truth or learn from it. That is the issue and the problem. So when we talk about a genetic pool, we're talking about your patterns holistically down your bloodline, not just, oh, you woke up and you were part of this bloodline, so you're going to have hair. No, the holistic patterns of your gene pool, of your genome, result in the women that come from this genome being bald, the men and the women being bald by this age. But there are people who change their patterns that deduct themselves from those genetic patterns. It's a fact. Okay. Hormones. Hormone imbalances, especially an increase of DHT, play a major significant role in miniaturization because DHT is a byproduct of testosterone that can shrink the hair follicle over time, right? So all of these things have their own ways of really getting to the body. Aging, as individual age, the hair can naturally become more sensitive to hormonal changes, leading to miniaturization. This is why I'm sorry, I already told y'all, if you're easily offended, don't be here. That's why it's ignorant for a woman that's over 30 to be following girls on YouTube that are between the ages of about 16 and 25. 16 and 29. It's idiotic for you to do that because your hormones as a woman in your 20s and your hormones in your 40s are night and day. What are we talking about? They're night and day. So the way that a woman that's 22, 23 can play in her hair with hair products and not have her hair fall out, and the way that a 55-year-old woman can play in hair products without her hair falling out are two completely different things, right? Next up will be medical conditions. Certain medical conditions like PCOS and thyroid disorders can contribute to the hair follicle miniaturization process, right? These are facts. Also, your medications. Some medications, such as those for cancer, high blood pressure, and depression, can lead to hair thinning as a side effect. These are all things you have to take into consideration. And give me a 5 in the chat if you understand that none of the things that I named can be fixed with the oil or butter or grease. None of them. None of these things can be fixed with mini braids or mini twists, right? Is that me being a hater or is that me stating a fact? I'll wait. I'm just being, I want to know. What is it? What is it? What is it for real? What is it for real in real life for real? Like what is it for real? Okay? I just wanted us to get there. I just wanted us to have these conversations because regardless of who says what about what, facts are facts. Facts and your feelings do not coincide together. I can't do anything with your feelings. A teardrop has never grown back a bald spot. It hasn't happened. Your anger, it won't grow back one smooth spot. It will not. I can guarantee you it won't. So what other factors go into it? Number one, poor nutrition. A lack of essential nutrients, which we'll talk about in a second. We're going to talk about enzymes and everything. Baby, we about to get nerdy, okay? Okay. We just getting started. Poor nutrition, a lack of essential nutrients, particularly iron and proteins, can impact hair health and contribute to miniaturization. Number two is going to be stress. High stress levels can trigger hair loss and accelerate the miniaturization process. These are the things that I need you to understand. Hairstyling practices, excessive heat, chemicals, and tight hairstyles can damage hair and potentially contribute to miniaturization. Let's unpack here for a second because these are the things that we skip over. There was somebody, she on my next video, she is subscriber of the month. Oh my God. But she was so real and so authentic with her patterns and her routines and how those things led her to the place that she's at right now as it pertains to her hair. She thought that heat and blow dryers and flat irons were the devil, and as long as she didn't comb and brush her hair and all of the things, she would be okay. But the reality of it is it's excessive heat or using chemicals wrong, not heat being bad or chemicals being bad. And how do we know this? Holistically, if you look at all pieces of the whole, if that were true, then all of these women with hair today but would all be bald and they will all have a problem with lip retention, but none of them do. And they all use color and heat almost every other day. So that's not true. There's not true. Black people, we're not the majority of the people on the planet. We're not. We're the minority in America. But the majority uses blow dryers and flat irons and color and all types of chemicals on their hair. And they don't have cancer. They don't have any of these things. We need to look at it holistically. What is our problem? The things that y'all been talking about, those are not it. Addressing these causes through lifestyle changes, medication, or medical treatments can help slow down or reverse the miniaturization process, promoting healthier hair growth. Sharing information about these causes and these different solutions and maintaining your hair, all of these things go into helping you really get to the bottom of these things. Because the truth of the matter is, most of us are so hell bent on hairstyling. I've been doing like a little experimentation right here on the channel for the last couple of weeks, but like the last couple of months. And if I just put in a title that's scientific and all of the things, nobody watches. But if I put the word hairstyles or 10 hairstyles or hairstyling or hairstyles for Black women, if I put the word hairstyles in, the views are through the roof, because that's what you guys are pressed about. You think that hairstyles correlate to you growing hair. Hairstyling has nothing to do with your hair growing. It has something to do with your hair not growing as fast as it's supposed to, due to all of the tension and all of the things that you're doing from your tight braids. These are the things that cause you to slow down the hair growth process. If you have to take a medication to lower the pain of your whatever hairstyle you got put in, yeah, you don't physically feel the pain, but your hair follicle still feels the pain and you're being forced into telogen effluvium. That is why Black women's hair grows slower than everybody else's. Because Black women are under the impression that growing hair or hair care or hair health somehow equates to hairstyling. And baby, it don't. It doesn't. It doesn't. Most women with long hair wear their hair in the same way. Their hair is in a ponytail, it's in like a clip, or a ponytail, a light, really thin ponytail, or maybe like their hair is just down and their part is always on the same side, in the middle, the right side, or the left side, every time. Tight hairstyles and wearing tight hairstyles that pull the hair tightly, such as tight ponytails, braids, or cornrows, can place stress on the hair follicles. And over time, this constant tension can lead to a condition known as traction alopecia, which may contribute to hair thinning and even permanent hair loss. Now, most Black women think that traction alopecia is left simply to women who wear weaves. No. Traction alopecia doesn't just have to come through on your edges, it can also come in the middle of your head. You know that tight ass top knot bun y'all doing when you tie that ponytail holder around to tie your hair up in the tight ponytail? Where do you think the majority of the tension is? On the inside of the ponytail, which is the middle of your head, which is where most Black women have their bald spot today. Product buildup can indirectly contribute to hair miniaturization, particularly if it leads to scalp issues. And here's how. The scalp issues: using a lot of products like styling gels, sprays, mousses can create buildup on the scalp. And this buildup can clog hair follicles and can potentially lead to conditions like dandruff and seborrheic dermatitis. These scalp issues can disrupt the hair growth cycle and contribute to hair thinning. And this is the fact. Every woman that calls herself natural does not walk out of the house without more than 3 products layered on her scalp and on her hair. You can't walk out of your house without smothering the follicle. And y'all been doing it for over a decade. So now everybody's going bald. Holistically, all of these different pieces fit into a whole, but you've been ignoring everything and only paying attention to the way you style your hair and the products you use to style it. Hello. So weighing down the hair. Some hair products can make the hair heavy or greasy, which may lead to hair appearing thinner and flatter. Over time, the constant use of heavy products can affect the overall health and appearance of the hair. Can we have a really quick, honest moment, really, really fast? How many of you layer products on your hair? Be real. If you didn't do it, if you don't do it now, that's okay. But give me a 8 in the chat. If you've been a person that layered products on your hair, if you still do it now, it's okay. We are here to learn. If you are a person who used to do it and you don't do it no more, you are here to learn. It's okay. But let me know, like, who are we talking to? Because if we have the accountability here in the chat, whenever the naysayers come, it won't matter because we're having these conversations in the chat. Like, what are we talking about? To prevent product buildup from affecting your hair negatively, it's important to use the right products for your hair type and wash your hair regularly to remove any accumulated residue. This is going to be ensuring a clean and healthy scalp, which is really, really crucial for maintaining optimum health and hair growth and the overall thickness of your hair, right? So when we're talking about, of course, as we move on from a different subject, we're about to move on from hair miniaturization, right? Type it in the chat for me real quick. I need this word stuck in everybody's head. Hair follicle miniaturization, put it in the chat. But if you want to know really quick, holistically, the herb that I recommend the most for hair follicle miniaturization is supplemento because this herb is thought to inhibit the enzyme 5-alpha reductate, which converts to testosterone. It is the thing that is attacking your hair follicle. And this lower DHT level can reduce the miniaturization of the hair follicle almost completely, right? So these are things that I want you to understand. So before we move on, really quick, I'm going to come back on the screen. So just so you guys can see me, I just want to know if whether or not we are okay before we keep moving, right? Before we keep moving along, is everybody okay thus far with what we are learning about what we've learned thus far about hair follicle miniaturization? Are we okay, right? Let me know. Let a player know. Can I go? Right? So now we're going to move on to enzymes, right? And we're going to move on to the gut because so many of us, right? Whenever it's time for hair growth or whenever you have a problem with the body, right? The first, or your hair, I'm sorry. The first thing you do is run to a product. Let's be honest, right? Do I have any real sisters in here? Is there anybody in here that's gonna be real with me on today? So when you are in this place, right? When you're in this place, are you really, really able to say that everything that you've done leading up to this point, if you're a person who has thinning, balding, anything, right? Can you truthfully and honestly say that you've done nothing to induce miniaturization? Or, or can you see in what ways your patterns and routines led you to miniaturization? Can we see that? Because the girls and the little bald head boys, they can't accept that. They're not accountable. They're not going to be accountable. And without accountability, we can't get anywhere. So are you real and accountable enough to say, yeah, I follow people that I probably shouldn't have listened to. Yeah, I did some stuff to my hair that I probably shouldn't have done. I was probably the cause of my miniaturization. Yeah, there are things that I could have done. What do we have any of those? I just want to see it. I just want to see how many accountable people I have in here. I just want let me see. Let me see. Y'all know, I forget her name. Y'all know I'm talking about. She be eating food. She be like before she eat it, she be like, let me see. Let me see. Yeah. I did it over and over. Okay, listen. What are we talking about? Yes, absolutely. I take responsibility. What? I was bald headed. Listen. That's what I'm. This all we need is just the accountability. Yes, thank you. Wash and goes, tight braids, buns. I shouldn't have. Look, girl, I made mistakes too. I definitely take accountability. Listen, what I'm talking to my people today. These are my people. Yes, girl. hmm I just love it here. I just love it here. Yes. We're not blaming none of the people on here on YouTube because none of us had to follow them. If we take responsibility, if we're like, I'm the one who fucked it up, you know that you're the one who can fix it. There we go, baby. Mhm. Let's do it. Okay. I used to have hair miniaturization until I followed the science, wash and go, mini braids, and twist. Listen, the accountability is here. And the people who are not accountable are like, everybody can see you now. So I'm not digging my butt. I'm trying to push my chair. The people who didn't do what they were supposed to, everybody can see you now. They can see you now. They know it was you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being accountable. The constant greasing. Listen, I love it here. I can't believe I was following those children on YouTube. It is what it, but now you know. So when their videos pop up, you will keep scrolling like, girl, go on with your milk and cookies. You need some milk. We having an AA hair anonymous in here. Yes, we are. That's exactly what we're doing right now. Yes. What are we? Ooh, I'm gonna have to come read y'all comments later. Listen. Stop all banana baby food. Did you just say you put banana baby food? We go go. I'm gonna come back. Okay, I love everybody else, but we gonna finish this and then. Hold on, we gonna finish. Okay. So, symptoms of enzyme deficiencies. Really quick in the chat, remember, I always want y'all to write things down because I want you to remember the things that we talk about, right? So I need you to write down in the chat enzyme deficiency. So that way we will all remember how important this is to our hair growth and all of the things, right? So enzyme deficiency, okay? The enzyme deficiency that most people have tends to show up first within your gut. Okay. So, if your body doesn't have enough digestive enzymes, it's unable to break down the food properly. You will see digestive issues with insufficient enzyme levels like bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, and undigested food within your stools. Yes, you will. I hope you're not eating right now. This is not the eating type of conversation. Okay. Hair loss can be one of the consequences of any serious digestive problem. Afflictions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, can impede digestion. This means that your body may not get proper nutrients that it needs needs from the food that you're eating. Your digestive system is so important. If you are not able to properly break down the foods that you're eating, that means that your gut isn't getting the things that it needs to create hair, skin, and nails. Because regardless of what people think, regardless of what people want to spread across the internet, your hair growth happens within your gut. Period. It happens within your gut. So I'm going to get a little nerdy. I'm going to just say the abbreviations of the word because I be deleting that. I delete that comments, but people get mad for whatever reason when I use big words. So I'm just going to use the abbreviation of everything. Okay. So, what is the most common enzyme deficiency in humans? These are the things that I want y'all to write down. Now, if y'all just here listening to the sound of my voice and this is just entertainment for you, then that's on you, girl, and that's just that on that. But I am giving you some information that you need to take to heart. Whether you sign up for my group, my courses, anything, this is free game. If you don't write this down, I don't know what to tell you. Okay. What is the most common enzyme deficiency in humans? Well, the most common one is G6PD deficiency. This is one of the most common forms of enzyme deficiency and is believed to affect more than 400 million people worldwide. More than 400 million people. That means that there at least half of you have this enzyme deficiency. More than half of you. This is something that I want y'all to think about. But let's be honest. Remember, this is Hair AA. Have you ever considered an enzyme deficiency? Or when you see an issue with your hair, do you jump straight to a hairstyle or straight to a product? Or have you ever considered anything? What can weaken your hair follicles? Environmental factors, exposure to dirt, soot, harmful chemicals due to pollution may cause oxidative damage to the hair strands and the follicles and weaken the hair's roots. Hair changes. Many range from different densities of hair, right? So you can have really, really like diffuse hair fall all over your scalp, or you can have scalp irritation, burning sensations, and dandruff to dry or frizzy or brittle hair. Now, all of the things that I just named just now are all of the things that y'all all running from Team Natural. These are all of the things that y'all are trying to avoid with Team Natural. Every time y'all get a product, it is to help one of these different issues. Am I lying? Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. The majority of you get products because your hair is frizzy. You have a lot of shedding. Your scalp is burning. It's sensitive. You got dandruff. It's dry. It's brittle. So you get a product for that. A product cannot help an enzyme deficiency, my baby. I need everybody to take a screenshot. I'm not reading this for you. You can go ahead and take a screenshot. I made this so you can take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. If you are here right now, there's no reason why you should not be researching this. When I get done here, that's why when people make videos, oh, she's lying, girl, bye. I don't care about none of that. You can chin check me. How do you do that? Take this screenshot, go research this for yourself. And after you look what this is up, look up how the different things that you do into your hair, mini braids, how it helps with this deficiency. It don't, and it won't. It won't. It won't. Your braids, your hairstyles, your oils, your greases, your butters, none of these help to improve the enzyme deficiency that's happening in your body. It's a fact. And if it's not, I want you to come back in the chat and let me know how your oils and butters and greases on your scalp help you with this enzyme deficiency within your gut. You let me know. I'll wait. Okay. When symptoms are triggered, they include fever, dark urine, abdominal and back pain, fatigue, and pale skin. Most people recover in a few days without treatments. However, patients are at risk of recurring episodes. So avoidance of these triggers are really important. These are the things that I want y'all to understand. So in this webinar, we are not just talking about how to grow your hair out. We're talking about why it's not growing. We're talking about the frizz and the breakage and all of the things and what they are, what the cause is. Nothing that is done, and this is coming to you from a cosmetologist. I've been a cosmetologist for over a decade. Nothing that is done in the hair salon can fix this enzyme deficiency. Nothing. 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 Enzymes are protein chemicals which carry a vital energy factor needed for every chemical action and reaction that occurs within our body. There are approximately 1,300 different enzymes found in the human cell. These are the things that I need y'all to understand, right? We're gonna go over these things tomorrow within the 7-day challenge. So I'm skipping over that one. And I'm skipping over this one. We'll go over a couple of different diseases with families and stuff. Actually, no, you guys go ahead and take screenshots for this. What diseases are caused by enzymes? Go ahead and take a screenshot of that real quick. I'm moving on. You can come back and rewind this and watch it again if you need to, right? So these are things that I really want you guys to think about, right? Because scientists have discovered that inhabiting certain genes, right, and which is a certain action that scientists will take over and over again. Like you have different groups, different control groups, you run different tests and different things, right? But there's a certain family of enzymes within the hair's follicle, right, that are suspended in a resting stage that promote rapid and robust hair growth when directly applied to the skin. So there are treatments, and this is the thing. I'm not going to go too deep into this here, but one of the main issues that most Black women have is when you go in to see your dermatologist, they'll do a skin biopsy, and what they'll find out is this. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I don't want to lose some of you, right? You can go ahead and take a screenshot for my nerds that are on here that want to look a little deeper into it for yourself. I just don't want to lose people going into it, so look this up for yourself, right? This exact enzyme and do your research on this enzyme within the body, what you can eat and different things like that to strengthen it, right? But when this enzyme is weak within the body, right, your hair is not thriving the way that it used to. This is why most women who are like, oh, I'm team natural. This is why if they use a blow dryer or a flat iron or a comb or a brush, all their hair is falling out because it's weak. So, what enzyme actually helps with hair growth? We're going to call this CQ10. This is often associated with skincare, but this important enzyme is found in fish, meat, and vegetables, and it can improve the scalp circulation and increase tissue oxidation. Both of these functions help stimulate hair growth. Do you hear me? These are the things that I need you to understand. This lives in cells throughout the body, mostly concentrated in vital organs. This means that animal organs, meats have the highest amount of this enzyme. For instance, a beef heart has 11.3 milligrams, and the beef liver has 3.9 milligrams, and the chicken 9.2 milligrams. Listen, and the liver, look, I don't like liver. But if that's what you, girl, if you're really deficient in that enzyme, girl, you just bite the bullet, man. Have your mama or your grandma make you some, because my mama can make liver taste like chicken, but liver. So, what foods are we going to eat with these enzymes? Really quick, I'm gonna give y'all a second. Take screenshots and give me a 2 in the chat. If you're watching it on replay, put a 2 in the comments. blow these comments up, right? And give this video a thumbs up. If you're still here, give this video a thumbs up, please, so I can get to more people. Give this video a thumbs up. But if you want to know what foods have this enzyme, these are the foods that you're going to start adding to your diet. Okay. Organ meats, heart, liver, and kidneys. Some muscle meats, pork, beef, and chicken. Fatty fish like trout, herring, mackerel, and sardine. Yuck. Vegetables like spinach, cauliflower, and broccoli. Fruits like oranges and strawberries. And legumes like soybeans, lentils, and peanuts. And nuts and seeds like sesame seeds and pistachios. This is very easy. All you have to do is make these different foods a part of your diet. And I can guarantee you that you have at least two of these things that are on this list. Let me know in the chat really quick, how many of these ingredients do you have right now in your house? How many of these ingredients do you have right now in your house? Okay. Oh, I did not even realize that comment was right there. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I'm so glad I came to the comment. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my God. And let me take this ticker off too. I am so freaking sorry. I'll put the banner back up later. You guys, I am so sorry. Okay, I'm giving you more time. I'm not gonna move on until you guys click it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry because a different the screen that I'm looking at is different from the screen y'all looking at, so I didn't see it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Do you guys give me a 2 or a 3, whatever number I said, or just say I got it. Say I got it when you got the screenshot. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my God. The previous slide. Okay, hold on. Oh, you. Hold on. What was the previous? You got it. Okay. I'm gonna go back for. Oh yeah. Here we go. Get this one. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Let me double check again. Okay. And then for the other ones that y'all don't have, just when we're done here, I'm going to add the in the group. Oh my God, I can't talk. In the description box, I'm going to put the link to my group if you haven't joined it already. So join the free group. It's the free one. I love y'all so much. If it's the 7-day challenge group or the Girl Cycle Blueprint group, please do not join those two groups. You can only be in those groups if you pay for one of the courses. But the free group is the one that you don't need to wait for me to, let you join or whatever. All right. So moving along. Excuse me. Okay. These enzymes can increase hair growth because these enzymes improve blood flow and clear out your blood from impurities. And since systematic enzymes impact your overall health and wellness, they'll have an impact on your hair growth too. So these are the different things that I want y'all to really get into because it's so important for the things that you eat to go into working with your body holistically. Say the word holistically for me if you still are understanding what I'm trying to get people to understand as it pertains to why a hair product and just knowing what hair product to use is not enough. All of these things go into you having proper habits, patterns, and routines, right? These are things that I want y'all to know, right? So I want y'all to make sure that we're all engaged, right? So if you're still here, I need you to do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. Like, I'm dropping a lot of gems and I need everybody to thumbs up this video, please, and share it. And if you're not doing so already, make sure you've subscribed to the channel. Okay? So let's have a conversation. I need everybody to answer these questions for me. What are your roadblocks? Are you constantly hitting a growth wall? Are you having a great growth journey? And then you have a big setback, balding or thinning, and you cannot figure out why. Or you're having excessive shedding or thinning. Which one of those are you struggling with? And really quick, again, we're showing me love, right? All of the game I'm giving you is for free, and we're not even done yet, right? So if you haven't done so already, make sure you are following me on Instagram. I haven't been that active, but after tomorrow, come Monday, y'all gonna be like, oh my God, do Cynthia got anything else to do? Yes, but I'm on here too. So let me start by telling you my story, right? Before I keep going and giving you a lecture because we about to get it a little bit more busy and then we'll be done. I'm gonna let you go. But let me first let you know that the first time I ran into this problem myself, I attacked the reaction without finding the cause, right? So, what was the reaction? The reaction was the lesions that I would get in my scalp due to hidradenitis suppurativa and the telogen effluvium that I experienced because of the stress that I had from hidradenitis suppurativa in my body altogether, and the seborrheic dermatitis that formed within my body because as it pertains to hydrogenated suppurativa, my body is producing too much estrogen. And as my body produces too much estrogen, it triggers my body to produce more oil. So I will have seborrheic dermatitis. That's why if you notice, I used to have my nose pierced. I don't have it anymore because it was really hard for it to heal because my body produces so much sebum. So it was so hard for it to heal because Demodex mites will come out and it would never stop getting infected because I will always have an overabundance of sebum on my skin, right? Holistically, if you've been here and you've been keeping up with me, then that's not going to confuse you. You'll understand exactly how that happened. So it wasn't until, again, thinning and balding, burning and scabs and different lines of demarcation, which is why I always kept my hair in a short pixie because I did not understand what was happening. And cosmetology school, although it is excellent, it only teaches you like things in cosmetology, hairstyling, coloring, chemicals, and things of that nature. But as it pertains to enzymes, gut health, scalp disorders, and all of the things, that came after I went back to school for a minute for other things. My problem was internal. And that's something I didn't even learn until I got another certification that had nothing to do with cosmetology. I had to clean out my body from the inside out because my body was attacking itself. I had to find a way to give my body balance from the inside out. So everything that I'm saying is coming from experience. I learned that the artificial hormones in meat, they triggered my outbreaks, right? Because my issue was a hormone. I produced too many hormones, too much estrogen. So to put in more artificial hormones is, oh my God, and highly acidic foods, they cause the outbreaks in my scalp. I'm not saying that that's what's causing it for you, but in learning myself and learning my body science, these are the things that I began to understand. And heavy oils and butters on the scalp, they block my follicle, triggering massive outbreaks in my scalp. So what did I have to do? I had to do a a full beat down. I had to do a full body detox and I had to deep cleanse from the inside out. My scalp detox and exfoliation and a full body detox from head to toe. Just putting hair products on was not enough. And my goal for you is to have control over your hair growth cycle and spot repair. What does spot repair means? It means the second there's an issue, the second that there's a problem, you know what it is. So, what is the cuticle and why is it so important? Most of the time, or now they're switching it up. But I remember when I first started talking to y'all about the science, they were like, she's making it up. Porosity doesn't matter. It don't matter. And the videos are still here to prove it. And we're working on a full documentary. It's going to be like 2 hours long, but it's not coming to next year, right? The beginning of next year. But I'm gonna break it down for you. But I want you, before I break it down, I want you to look for the people who told y'all, because they video's still up, right? Look for the people who told you porosity didn't matter. Or look at the people that's talking about porosity now. Were they talking about it 10 years ago? Hell no. They were not. No, they were not. The role shampoo and conditioners play in sebum. What is it? Why is it so important to the cuticle? Right? So let's try something. Let's pull out a notebook real quick. Real quick. Let's pull out a notebook. Let's try something. How often do you shampoo? Be real. Be real. How often do you shampoo? When do you deep condition? When do you trim? When do you exfoliate? And what oils and butters do you put on your scalp? Or do you put oils and butters on your scalp at all? My next question to you is, are you ready to break down old foundations and build up new ones? Because the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So, to do a real quick recap on some of the things that I tell you, the truth about your hair is that there are three bonds that hold it together: salt, hydrogen, and disulfide. Those are things that you need to remember. What have you heard though? I can tell you. Let me know in the chat when you hear the things that you've heard or the things that you still believe right now. Let's be honest. Number one, curly hair is weak. Curly hair has no oil. Curly hair should only be worn curly, and hair products help hair growth. Lastly, heat is the devil and it breaks off hair. Which one of those have you heard? I need you to know that none of them are true and none of it matters. And these are the things that you need to be pressed about: detox, exfoliation, clarification, and conditioning and deep conditioner. There's a difference between the two, and one can be done regularly, and one should only be done ever so often, right? So, product buildup, what about that? Comedogenic oils and butters block the follicles and they throw off the natural pH balance of your hair shaft. They do. Regardless of what anybody wants to say about it, it doesn't matter how many things you add to your scalp. Products have not been and never will be the cure. They just have a couple of different usages, right? Cleansing, protection from the heat in the environment, exfoliation, oil pulling, and bond reconstructing. That's what we use hair products for. But hair growth, no, baby. Cleaning the scalp, that's what really keeps your hair growing. Why? Because your hair is going to grow on its own. It removes dead skin, cleanses the cuticle, and balances the pH level of your scalp. Those are the things that matter. So for your wash and goes, you know how I feel about them. So I'm not going into those today, but we need to think about, where is the breakage coming from? And these are the questions that you really need to ask yourself. And I know for a fact they're the questions that you haven't asked, right? The video that I did yesterday, she's like, oh, my hair is breaking. It's so broken. Oh my God, it's breaking. But nobody wants to pay attention to the fact that all you're doing is wearing your hair wet. Wet top knot buns, wet detangling, daily wet styling, cuticle and follicle blockage with your oils, your butters, and your greases, your protective styles that are actually neglective styles, wigs, weaves left in too long, glue not put in or taken out properly, and tape used too long or not taken out or styled properly, and relaxers done yourself and not done properly. That's where some of the breakage is coming from. The hair shaft is long term. So y'all have been following these People on YouTube that have been like, oh, all you gotta do is you just do this one little thing. You do this one little thing to your hair and just try it. Try it. And if it doesn't work out for you, then just stop it. And it's okay. It doesn't matter. But the truth of the matter is your hair shaft is not like your skin. Your hair is more like your nails. You can grow a nail as long as ever, but if it breaks, it don't matter what you put on it. It don't matter how much glue you put on it. That nail is never going to be a full nail again. It's never going to happen. It's always going to be a broken nail. You're going to have to cut it. The same thing happens to your hair shaft. So while y'all playing all of these games that all of these people that are on YouTube are telling y'all to play in your hair, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Split ends, hydro fatigue, and all of these different hair shaft disorders. These are things that cannot be healed. Split ends. Y'all call them split ends, but this is the scientific name for it. Most of you have this hair shaft disorder and you don't even know it. You're like, oh, I put this hair product on and it made my hair feel smooth. Or you'll be like, oh, I use a professional product. And when I use professional product, it made my hair feel dry. No, 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 no. A professional product did not make your hair feel dry. A professional product did what a shampoo is supposed to do, which is strip and clean. And the conditioner puts back anything the shampoo could have taken and more. So when you shampoo your hair and it feels different, it didn't make your hair dry. Now you feel what your hair shaft actually feels like. Because under those layers of product that you keep putting on, this is what's under there for real, my baby. This is what's under there for real in real life. But you wouldn't know because you've been team natural and playing in your hair. So you wouldn't know. The scalp's long-term damage isn't really as bad, right? Because these are only things that become long-term if you don't treat them, like dandruff, folliculitis, and psoriasis. These are things that can be treated. So, is this you? Single strand knots, flaky scalp, dry hair and scalp, breakage, or the growth wall? Or are you a person who is in all phases of this? Let me know. Where are you? Let's be honest with each other. Take a screenshot if you don't have the answer to that right now. Where are you? Single strand knots, flaky, itchy scalp, dry hair and scalp, breakage, or growth wall? Take the screenshot so you don't have to tell me, but I want you to unpack it for yourself. My next set of questions. What do you have? Which ones apply to you? You have over 3 hair products. You do a big chop every other year or every year. You have the same thinness spot. You have 10 tools that you never use that you only bought because of YouTube. And you have the longest wash days ever. Your wash days are over 2 hours. Which one of these categories do you fit into? So, what is the process that I want you to follow? I need everybody to write this down. The first thing that I need you to do is go within to target the problem. I need you to figure out what the issue is. Be accountable. All of the enzymes and all of the things that I told you about, I need you to go research those things. Look at the habits, the patterns, and the routine. That's why I broke it up in 2 parts. We went over hair follicle miniaturization, and then we went over the gut and enzyme deficiencies. In what area is it your patterns and routines that we talked about? We already had an accountability. I love y'all for that, right? Let's look at our diet and our patterns and routines. What are the hair growth blocks that you're running into? The hair growth block is within, and if you're accountable, you can find it. It is the unaccountable women who gonna be bald headed forever. And I do not care. I'm not here for y'all. I tried talking to y'all. I'm done talking to y'all. I'm done. Number 2, detox and balance the natural pH within to cleanse the blood. Okay. I need y'all to do y'all research on that. Okay. I have the 7 day challenge. Well, the growth cycle blueprint is going to cover all of these bases that we're talking about today. And whatever's not covered, you can be like, hey, Sam, can you make a video inside of the 7 day challenge for us to cover this area again? That's what the blueprint is about. But you have your choices, right? But I need you to do your research and figure out how to detox and balance the natural pH within your body to cleanse your blood. Make sure you check the description box. It'll be here when this video is over, but just make sure you check my channel and check the playlist that I have on herbs, because I have multiple herbs within the apothecary that help you to cleanse the blood. Number three, you'll be cleansing the scalp to maintain a healthy pH level and to keep sebum flowing properly, right? Task number one. Okay. We're it's almost done. And then you guys can ask questions. And then I'm done. I'm done messing with everybody, right? I'm I'm done messing with everybody. I am, I promise. Okay. Task number one. I need you to do a self-consultation. Yes, it's great to go to a professional. Yes, it is. It's great to see a professional, all of the things. Yes, it is. But you know what else is great? For you to know yourself. When you go to see a cosmetologist, when you go see a dermatologist, when you go see a trichologist, you're going for a confirmation. It's the same thing when you go to church. You're not supposed to be hearing anything brand new that God hasn't already told to you. You're going to church for confirmation, not revelation. That's what my daddy used to always say. You're not going there for revelation. You're going there for confirmation. It's the same thing when you go into a doctor, when you go into a cosmetologist, when you go into a trichologist. You need not be so dumb and so dark in the dark about yourself and about your body that you're going to a stranger for all of the answers about self, when you can sit down and really dig into the science. I don't give a damn what product they mix in a room. I don't care what product they mix in the house. I don't care if it got a golden baby goat that can fly, piss in it. It doesn't matter. If you don't know your body, that it's dumb. It's dumb. So task number one is a self-consult. Know thyself is step number one. Ask yourself the real questions. How do you do that? These are the hard questions I want you to ask yourself. And how intentional are you with your hair growth health? Number one, how often do you shampoo in a month? Number two, how many times do you wet your hair in one day? Sorry for the typo. By the time you guys get it, the typos will be fixed. Anyway, number three, how do I comb my hair throughout the week? Or do I comb my hair throughout the week? Let's be real and authentic. Okay. Our very first strategy, right? You're going to make a list of any illness or disorder that you may have, big and small. And what does your body lack due to this disorder? And then you need to ask yourself, what food contains the amino acids that your body's not producing? These are the things that you need to ask yourself. And none of these questions will be answered with what hairstyle do I wear? What kind of ponytail? What hair products? None of that shit matters. None of it. Those are maintenance. Those are maintenance practices. What shampoo, what conditioner, those are maintenance practices. You got to have some healthy hair to maintain, to do anything. All right. The second strategy, what is your diet like? What foods block the natural cycles of your body? And what changes can you make? Lastly, what food combinations trigger healthy blood flow? That's number two, your second strategy. Number one, go within. Number two, make the connections. That's why I don't have no respect for none of the YouTubers, because y'all don't think. Y'all just be like, oh, I know this will sell the product and get views. And y'all just make videos saying stupid shit and don't nobody make connections with nothing. Make the connections. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. Binge watch them and then make these connections yourself based on you already going within. And then our third strategy is detox. Detox the body, detox the scalp, and detox the hair shaft. I'll go back just in case you need to take the picture. These are the things that I need you to focus on. Not what hair product is going to help, not what's going to make your hair grow. None of those. None of those. None of that shit matters. None of it matters. None of it. So, what do you think about what I just said thus far? What do you think about the conversation that we've had thus far? Is it like, why are you talking to me like that? I don't agree. I don't think stupid on the scale from 1 to 10. 1 being you don't disagree, 10 being, oh my God, I got it. Like I'm with you. I got it. Let me know. Let me know where we at. Okay, perfect. 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 Oh, ow, ew. Okay, good. I just want us all to be on the same page. I don't want to be talking at you and you don't understand what I'm saying or you don't feel what I'm saying. So, real quick in the chat, this is our accountability. This is our AAA meeting. Mm, mm. What do you need to change? Let's be honest. We are here to learn and we're here to be accountable. And my thing is, when one of us are accountable, it's like a domino effect. You're like, oh my God, it's safe to be real. Let me be real. What do you need to change? You being honest about the things that you need to change will help the next person who's watching this video. It will help you change. Like, what do you need to change? What do you need to change? Yeah, I know that's right. Okay. hmm Perfect. Like, and that's all I want. That's all I want you to be able to make these connections because it's not something that's difficult to do. It's really not. When you sit down and you think about it and you real with yourself, you can do it. You can do it. So I'm not going to wait for the answers, but give me your answers in the chat. I talked about this at the very beginning, and I say this all the time on my channel. So, what makes hair curly? Two things that make hair curly. Give me both of them in the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here's a clue. That's one clue. Okay. So, we've went over this already, what the human scalp looks like, but I need you to take a screenshot of this really quick because I need you to have the picture of what your scalp looks like in your mind's eye. So when you're saturating your scalp with oils and greases and butter, I want you to understand that this is what's there. And that top layer is called the stratum corneum. That top layer of skin is called the stratum corneum, and it's a thick layer of skin that things cannot penetrate. So any oil and stuff that you put on is only going towards that very first top layer of skin. Period. That's it, and that's all. An essential oil can is carried there with an oil, and that's a whole nother conversation that we could talk about at a later date if you want to. But I need you to understand that when you're oiling and greasing and all of that shit to the scalp, this is what you're putting it on. And look, you see this pore and this sweat gland duct. When you put oil and grease on your scalp, you filling that up. All it is, the hair follicles, the pores, you're filling that up with oil and grease. Does that make sense? Just let me know. Yes or no. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, baby. Ow. Yes, 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 yes. Genetics and the size of the follicle is what determines how curly your hair is. Yes, great job. We're almost done, I promise. I promise. So, did you learn anything? And if you did, let's talk about it in the chat and in the comments. I really want y'all to understand what the human hair growth cycle is. I want you to understand what your scalp is. This is what your scalp looks like. Oils, butters, and greases do nothing to help this system. The only thing that helps this system is you keeping it clean. That's what you need to do. Keep it clean and have a pattern and a routine that allows for things to escape. These things that you see it coming out, those are Demodex mites that come out at night. They do. Those are Demodex mites, whether you want to accept it or not. And when you put oil and grease on your scalp, all you do is be like, girl, it's a party. We got cookies and chips and shit. That's what it is, right? These are the things that I need y'all to understand. And I need y'all to see y'all hair shaft as something microscopic. The way that your hair, if you look in the mirror right now at hair, it don't look like this. But this is what it looks like under a microscope. And you putting oil and greases and butters on it isn't doing anything to make it better. It's not doing anything to make it stronger. It needs to be clean. That's it. It needs to be clean. So these are the things that I really want us to think about, right? I have all of the resources. They're going to be there for you within my group. You have a free group that you can join, right? So what is holding you back? What is holding you back from joining my freaking free group? Nothing. There should be nothing. You can get in my free group. You can make suggestions. You can suggest videos, make video requests, and ask certain questions. I'm going to be honest. I don't answer them deeply the same way that I do when we are within the growth cycle blueprint. I simply don't, because when you sign up for the growth cycle blueprint, you get an over $2,000 plus value, right? Because I have a holistic business where I have clients that I take on and they'll work with me for 6 months at a time. But when you're inside of the Growth Cycle Blueprint or the 7 Day Challenge, we meet every month. Tomorrow, the Growth Cycle Blueprint and the 7 Day Challenge, we do our lives together. And we're doing a live coaching call. Guru and 7 Day Challenge members know that I am in there until the last person asks their question, whether it's 5 of us in there, whether it's 20 of us in there, it doesn't matter. I'm there until the last person asks their question, and everybody can ask as many questions as they want. We've had sessions where it's only like 20 minutes. We've had sessions where it's like 3 hours. It just depends on what you need, right? So you signed up now and you get these bonuses. You get the reset to your hair growth cycle, you kill follicle infections, and you learn the routines put together by a master cosmetologist, me, and you break down old foundations to build brand new ones, right? So when you join now, you get this bonus where I'm literally your personal coach, right? Granted, we only do a live session once a month, but I'm in the group as often as I can be, and sending a message there is like sending a message to my phone. Am I able to answer it all the time, right away, right away? No, but it's your direct connection to me. It is. And our relationships in there are top tier. I love y'all so much, right? So I want you to just know before we get done with this, I'm going to open it up for questions, but I understand that everybody isn't able to join both groups at one time. So we do have Sizzle where you can sign up for just 4 installments, right? I didn't mean to say 5. It's 4 or 5. It just depends on your credit and things of that nature. They break it up into 4 or 5 installments, whatever you need to do, right? And you can sign up and start right away when you do it through Sizzle. Let me know when we in if you want me to go over that so you can see exactly what to do. But when you enroll, you get free ebooks, you get bonuses, you get PDF downloads, and so much more. Whatever you need, I am there. So these are the things that I really, really need y'all to get into. There's so many resources that I have for you. People always ask, is it a repetitive thing? No, it is a one-time payment. And I am in love with both courses. It just depends on what you need. All right. So I really, really hope that this answered the majority of your questions, right? If not all of them, because hold on, I'll put myself back on the screen because I really want us to be in a place where we're able to receive information from each other, right? Because at this point, I think we've had enough of the going back and forth, right? I think at this point, we've had enough of the constant, like, trying to figure it out and trying this product here and trying this product over here and all of the things. I want to cut all my hair off, but I'm not going to do it. So I just shaved this right here because I like to look at myself because now I feel like I got short hair. That was so random. I'm sorry, but it's not this side. That's why I did this side. Anyway, so I really want us to be at a place where we can have conversations freely, right? Where we can begin to talk about hair from a holistic standpoint. So we can begin to talk about hair care and treatments from a holistic standpoint, right? Because that is one of our main issues. It's really hard for most people to like see, like what is she saying? I don't understand. Like what exactly am I supposed to do? How are things supposed to be exactly? I want y'all to understand that these things are not hard. They're not. They're not. This is from within our free group, right? But this is one of my gurus. This is where she started. This is 8 months of her changing her patterns and her routines. Hair grows and you can maintain it. No, your hair doesn't have to be bone straight. You can still have texture, but hair grows. It gets thicker. It gets longer. Her hair is absolutely beautiful, right? Again, this is her hair, a couple of months of her doing this. These are the things that I want y'all to get. These are the things that I want us to understand. Here's another one. These are all gurus from inside of the 7 Day Challenge and the Growth Cycle Blueprint. I need y'all to get this. I'm not just randomly telling y'all stuff. I'm not just randomly saying stuff like, oh, Cindy's so smart. She knows everything. No, 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 no. This is how much shedding she had after she started the challenge. Mind you, it was decreased after this because she used to have way more shedding than this. Way more. Way more. But not anymore because her habits and her patterns and the routines have changed. This is another guru that's on here. Anytime you see a comment with the pink at the top, is from inside of the groups, inside of my groups and my challenges. Here's another beauty. Take a screenshot so you can read hers at a later date. These are the things that I really want us to think about. These are the things that I want us to think about. This isn't a picture, but it's somebody from within the 7 Day Challenge, right? She said, hi, Sam. I must be authentic. Firstly, I'm in I'm in the old school era. I used to absolutely hate my 4C hair because after I washed it, I was terrified because it was so kinky until I joined your 7 Day hair challenge. Now, oh baby, I look forward to wash day. I would never ever trade my texture. For you 4Cers in the house, you need to section your washed hair in 3 sections with your index finger and then comb/clip and blow dry each section for organization. This info is not in the challenge, just my personal tip for your super duper shrinkage. She ain't say duper, but I'm putting that in there. I'm so grateful I decided to listen to the crazy lady. Thank you, Sin. And I just love that she put that in there because that's who I am. I'm the crazy lady who always got something to say. I guess, I guess I'll be crazy. Mad scientist is easy. Right. And granted, I teach them. She wasn't saying, oh, that's not in the challenge, how to section your hair. She just saying, I go way deeper than that. She just giving you a little basic, like a little hint, a little clue. And these are the things that I also want for you, right? These are the things that I want y'all to get. These are the things that I want y'all to understand because it's not that complicated, right? This is another like testimonial. I'm not gonna read it because I know y'all probably want to hear it. So I'm just putting this up here. Take your screenshot so you can read it on your own time because I really want you to see I'm not just making stuff up and just pulling random stuff out of my butt. I'm just not doing that. I need y'all to see it. I need you to see it in your mind's eye. I need you to understand that hair care is not that complicated. It's not. It's not. So let's go ahead and open it up for questions. Let's do it. What are we doing? What do we need? Oh baby, if I can't do nothing else, I grow hair. If I don't do nothing else, I teach you how to grow your hair without hair products. You won't be buying any hair products to grow your hair. I can guarantee you that. Because your body does it on its own. So in my courses and in my challenges, I teach you how to do it on your own. I teach you how to redirect your body to do it on your own. Yes. This is a fellow Cosmo right here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just don't want to write around my lip. I was trying to hide it from y'all, but y'all don't mirror, so like this on there, whatever. Okay. How do you spread your sebum down your locks? You would have to massage them, but I need you to understand that by you, I don't want to be offensive to anybody with locks, but I need you to understand that by you locking your hair, what you're doing is changing the natural progression of your hair. Remember, that's not something that's supposed to happen. The hair that sheds out is meant to fall out on the floor. That's what God meant for it. The hair that falls out from the follicle is meant to be discarded, right? So your body is not equipped to travel down a matted lock. So you would just massage the lock. That's it. Like while you're sitting there watching TV, you just massage it. It's really quick. It's really easy. It's really, really easy. What is the best? There is no such thing. I love y'all so much. This isn't one of those channels. I need y'all to lose that team natural lingo. There's no such thing. What's the best blow dryer? What's the best brush? Just get a brush. On God. I don't have a favorite brush. I don't. I've been doing this for over a decade. I don't have, oh, this brush is better than this brush. No. Mm-mm. Get a brush, girl. If it's to blow dry, get a flat detangling brush. I mean a flat detangling brush. Just get a flat paddle brush. It could be blue, it could be purple, it could be red, it could be yellow, it could be board bristle, it could be do what you want to do. Practice on the mannequin and then figure out which tool works the best for you and use it. Let that die. That's a team natural thing. What's the best blow dryer? What's the best flutter? What's the best comb? What's the best brush? Stop. Stop. Nothing. Nobody. Nothing. Just get a comb. Get a brush. I love you so much. I love you long time. Long time. Mm. See, she ain't mad at me. Long time. I love you long time. Girl, just get a fucking brush, girl. Get a brush, girl. I am the girl that grew her hair in 8 months. And it's all because I listen to you, girl. Girl, thank you. I appreciate I love you. I do. It's so simple. And because you said this, can you do me a favor and answer this question for me? Have you been standing upside down, clapping your heels together, pinching a donkey's booty cheeks, and then that's what's making your hair grow, or is it just following the science? Just ask them. Just ask them. Oh Lordy, y'all, black women are losing their mind over Glorilla. But it's 7 p.m. Fry. It's not about agree. This is the thing. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Your music and all of your music, you like, bitch. fuck you, motherfucker. Like that's the energy of your music. So you can't get mad when the energy that you put out into the world is now flipped on you, because energy is neither created nor destroyed. It's just transferred from one source to another. All of your music is the same energy that women are putting on you. So it is what the fuck it is. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Poppy. I don't know. All I know is most Black women in 2025 are absolutely miserable. Like every time you turn on TV, Black women are looking for something else to be offended by, to be mad at, somebody to be mad at. There was Glorilla, if she farts 2 times instead of 1 time, the whole internet's gonna go crazy. That girl cannot do anything. Y'all talk crap about her teeth and the way her teeth look. Then she went to fix it. Y'all talk crap about her nose. She went to go fix it. You talk about her like the girl cannot win. She ugly to y'all. She fixed the things that y'all say is ugly about her, and then you complain about that. I don't give a shit. And the thing is, it's so unfortunate, but Black women, you all have isolated yourself to the point that now we need to think of another word, because you know how we be like, oh, it's Black people and then it's niggas. We need to be like, it's Black women and then it's rats. There's a difference. We got Black women and we got rats. So the rats are the ones that's mad, because most Black women don't give a shit about what Glorilla do to her hair. Saying people don't believe you because it's too simplistic, and honestly, oh, excuse me, I even felt embarrassment that I waited so long, but it's okay. And the thing is, Young Sin was like, love me. I want people to believe me. Girl, I do not care. I don't need this no more. Girl, I do not care. I do not care. You hear me? You hear me. You don't, you don't. I don't give a damn. I don't. I swear to God, I don't care. I do not care. Girl, we do not care. We don't. That shit has came in, left out. It's girl, it's over. Yeah. It's 7 being fine. It's 95 degrees. I didn't fix my nose. Now these hoes don't like me. That's what she needs to say. Following the science, baby. Just follow the science. I love it. Relax, not perm. This is a Cosmo. Cosmetologists hate it when you say, I got a perm. No, you didn't. You got a relaxer. You don't have a perm. You have a relaxer. Perm stands for permanent waves. Relaxer means you relaxed your curl. You ain't got no permanent waves. You took out your permanent waves. You relaxed your permanent waves. I want to perm my hair so bad. No, you don't. You want to relax it. But I don't feel like going around and vetting these stylists and ATL. Well, don't do it then. And you don't need a stylist, you need a cosmetologist. It's a difference. You need to look for a scientist. You need to look for somebody who barely got followers on social media. You find one that got a bunch of followers that's like, in all her videos, then you're gonna be fucked up. I'm just letting you know, baby. You got rat fatigue. I done had rat fatigue for a long time. I'm from Detroit. The rats are they everywhere. Then and shut up. I'm old school from the Midwest. We say perm short for permanent straightening. I'm from Detroit too. And we don't. You're not even if they do say it, but it's wrong. Y'all not supposed to say that. They know you ain't supposed to say that. Even in the Midwest, I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Detroit. Even in the Midwest, when you go to cosmetology school, you take state board. You got to test for a perm, and you got to set for a relaxer. It's two different things. You can't use those interchangeably. I get it, but it ain't. I say this all the time to my clients. It's a relaxer. Yeah, it's not. I don't care what y'all renamed it. Like y'all called this single strand knots. It's not called single strand knots. It's called trichinodosis. That's the name of it. So it's 7 p.m. It's 95 degrees. I don't know why. Why did y'all bring her up? Is it too much to shampoo once a week and roller set? Nope. You sure can do that every week, baby. Can you go over bubble hair again? Does it only happen to thin hair? No, anybody, I don't care who, black, white, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Peruvian, Malaysian, it don't matter. Eurasian, it don't matter. Straight, curly, wavy, perm, relaxed, natural, it don't matter. You put a flat iron on wet hair, you're gonna get bubble hair eventually. It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to flat iron wet hair. Yeah. My gut microbes like question was skipped. So I love y'all so much. I'm not being a smart ass, but don't do this. Please, y'all stop doing this because if you would have just asked the question again, I wouldn't be reading something saying that I skipped your question. I would have been rereading the question that you asked. So just ask the question. Don't tell me that I skipped your question. Just ask the question. If your question was skipped, just be like, oh, she ain't see it. Let me go back. Girl, I ain't going all the way back up there and look for your question and stuff. Ask the damn question again. I say perm and will forever say perm amongst our people. I love you, April, but then if you do that, you're part of the problem. That's one of the issues. That's one of the problems. That's why people have all of the stuff around our people because our people, everybody thinks our people are stupid because they use words wrong because they're like, oh, we all say it. If everybody started jumping off the roof, you gonna jump too. If everybody started using crack, are you gonna jump off the roof and start using crack with everybody else? No. Don't be a part of the problem. If you're not gonna change it up, even though it's wrong and you know it's wrong, you're adding to the issue if you're constantly saying the same. Like the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. So it's literally insanity for you to be like, oh, I want to change the way Black women think and get them thinking scientifically, but I'm still going to talk like them. It's like, that makes no sense. Like, girl, well, you cool, April. You know you my girl, but and you a moderator. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Like, I shampoo twice a week and it can be done. Wait, I shampoo twice a week. It can be done. Mad sebum over here. Yes. Sometimes I shampoo more than a couple times a week. Okay, we gonna be done with this. I love you, April, but we not about to be having arguments. Cause remember last time we did that, it was a whole argument between you and somebody else in the chat. We're not doing that today. I'm irritated. So me and April, let's agree to disagree. Like, I don't care. It's annoying. I hate it so much. That's why I don't do hair no more. Because this back and forth, like this some stupid shit. This is dumb. Two Black women have it. Like, I know it's a fact, but I don't care. I like not speaking real facts. I like not doing that because our people like let's come on. I'm about to mute one of y'all, if not both of y'all. So let's. It's annoying as hell. It's annoying as shit. Like, it's annoying as hell. I hate dumbass conversations, and this is a dumbass conversation. I love both of y'all. Both of y'all moderators, this is some stupid shit. And my moderators are not supposed to be the ones irritating me. But y'all getting on my nerves. I love y'all so much, but y'all getting on my nerves with this conversation. It's dumb. It's just some stupid shit. It's not on her, April. It's on you too, because you was arguing with somebody else a couple months ago when we was in here. That's why I don't come live that much, because y'all black women be having dumbass conversations, and we've been really smart this whole time. But then we gonna end it with a dumbass conversation. That shit is really annoying. Like, it's the shit's really annoying. Like, really annoying. It's really annoying. But today we're having a scientific conversation, right? So we're trying to set things right, right? And make things anyway. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all have conversation with each other. Y'all write each other on Instagram, and y'all argue about perm versus relaxers. But we're done having this conversation. Are there certain gut microbes that support hair growth? If so, which, okay, do me a favor and go back to the very, very, very beginning, right? Go back to the very beginning. And it was a certain portion in the lecture where I was talking about enzymes. And in that portion where I was talking about enzymes, there were like 2 or 3 PDFs where PDFs, 2 or 3 screenshots or whatnot that I told you guys to take, where it shows you exactly what enzymes or what foods you can eat to get out different types of enzymes. Thank you. I love you, April, but you didn't finish anything. You didn't finish it. You just started, y'all both started an ignorant conversation. Nothing's finished. All you've done was show that Black women don't know how to communicate with each other. Nobody finished anything. So just stop. Just let it go. You didn't start or finish anything. You both derailed and distracted everybody from the conversation we was having, debating about terminology, scientific terminology, and this live is about following the proper scientific terminology. Thank you, Sam. I hate when people, god damn, shit is really annoying. My hair is growing back after having a baby, and my roots, oh, where it go? And my roots are so much thicker than my ends. Ooh, any suggestions on hiding the density change while my hair continues to grow? No, you can't hide it. I need you to embrace the change or cut it off until it catches up. No. There's not. Or you could get a weave. If what do you mean? Like, you can get some braids to get a weave and hide it up and have like a certain regimen, a certain time frame that you have them in and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go too deep into that because I break that stuff down in the 7-day challenge or whatever. I know y'all don't see it as an argument, but people who don't know either one of y'all or the energy of my channel, they don't see it like that. When they read in the comments back, and everybody's not gonna watch it from beginning to end. So if somebody picks it up and skims through, they don't know the context of the rest of the video. They just see a portion where both of y'all are going back and forth about facts. So that's something that I need y'all to understand. It doesn't matter. We're not dealing with a surface level problem. We're trying to go way deeper. So I just need y'all both to be more attentive, because again, yeah, both of y'all, the fact that both of y'all have to explain that y'all wasn't going back and forth means that the majority of people thought that you were. So it doesn't matter what your intentions were. It's about what people see, because none of you set the intentions to somebody coming in. That's why I didn't block either one of y'all or anything like that, because I know y'all don't mean it like that, but other people don't know y'all. Some people, this their first time in here and all they see is y'all going back and forth. I just need y'all to make different choices and different decisions. That's it. That's all. And I need y'all to see that, right? And to know that off rip, so I never even have to explain that to you, because you do know that. You know that. You know, we have this conversation all the time. That's why I never really go live for this reason. So, regardless of what your intentions are with you as one of my moderators, you don't never want to be somebody that adds to that, regardless of what it was about. If people think that that's what it was, then that's the energy that y'all portray, whether it was your intention or not. Anyway, is it okay to reapply keratin serum if my hair feels dry between wash days? I mean, I wouldn't because it didn't go anywhere the last time you did it. And I need y'all to really, really get into what dryness feels like. Most of the time, what y'all think is dry is just what hair actually feels like. But if y'all been following Team Natural for years and y'all been oiling and greasing y'all scalp, y'all are used to feeling product on the scalp. But if y'all know any woman with really long hair that's not black, that don't put oils and butters in her hair, touch her hair. If it's healthy and stuff and shiny, touch her hair and it looks all shiny. You're not gonna feel slip. Her hair is gonna feel just like yours feel. And what most black women look at as dry is not dry. What most black women look at as dry is actually just hair. It's just clean hair, absent of hair products. That's it. That's all. So I really, really need y'all to think about that. All right. Really, really need y'all to think about that. All I know is that by washing my hair twice a week, plus scientific brushing, my sebum is freely flowing down my hair. And yes, minimum shedding. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I've been drying my daughter. Wait, I've been drying my daughter's hair also with the blow dryer after washing it. Set with satin rollers after a light flat iron, but she sweats so much, I don't know what to do. Well, you need to change your patterns and your routines, and unfortunately, those are things that I teach within the blueprint. So if you were in the growth cycle blueprint, you could ask that question, and then I would do a blowout demonstration for you, showing you exactly how to do it. But can't do that here because blueprint members pay for that. Just like one of the blueprint members asked, like, what's the proper way to wrap the rollers, and I did a demonstration of a roller set for her. So can't really answer that here. Okay, girl. Um, that's such a good question. Oh, yeah. It's just y'all just have to get out of like because the thing is, if your hair is dry, you putting a barrier on it doesn't make it have more hydration. Because I want y'all to pay attention to some of the other comments that I put up on the screen. Somebody was like, "Oh, they washing their hair twice a week. Sebum's flowing out of control." So if you don't have sebum, you need to figure out what's blocking your sebum flow. Like what's blocking the sebum from coming down in the first place, and how do you increase it? What's the best way to tame my hair from southern heat? My hair poofs in a fro and the humidity after I get my hair washed and blow dried from the hairdresser. Um, not to throw shade at your hairdresser. Do you mean like her washing and just blow drying it, or washing it and flat ironing it? If she just washes it and blow dries it, yeah, it's gonna poof up. The bonds were partially set. But if it's a flat iron, she didn't do it right because I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. We're surrounded by water, and all I wore through middle school and high school was my hair in a wrap. So, yeah, I can actually feel my hair fibers now. They feel strong. Yeah, I understand about the enzymes plus food, but I was wondering about the specific gut microbes slash bacteria, such as are there specific gut bacteria that could? Yes, but I'm gonna have to do a video about that, girl. I know the answer to that, but that's like as I can't just be like, yeah, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, because I have to explain the key constituents, how that happens, and all of that. So that's a really good question, but I'll have to put that like in the video form. I feel different, like I might snap when combing after about day 5. That's why I asked about the extra serum. But this is the thing. If your hair feels like it's gonna snap unless you put a product on it, you have a hair shaft disorder that you need to treat. That's not normal. That's not normal. And hair products are just going to be a band aid. If you have to put products on your hair after 5 days or brushing your hair is going to make your hair break, you have a hair shaft disorder and you need to get to the root of that problem. Do I join the guru to get to the blueprint? No, you have I'll show you guys how to join my challenges when I get to the last comment. But no, you don't join my courses through the groups. The group is where you go after you finish the coursework to ask questions and things of that nature. But you have to go on my website and go to the portion that says courses and programs. And then when you go to the portion that says courses and programs, then you sign up for the group for the challenge and you pay for it there and you start the challenge, and the very last step of your challenge is joining the group. You don't join my group and then you learn everything in the group. No, the group is where everybody comes to like share their wins or to ask questions and stuff like that. And I don't even answer questions in the group. I answer questions in our live coaching sessions. So that's the gist of how you join. But no, you don't get any of the challenge, any of the coursework. None of that is in the groups. None of it. I joined the 7 day challenge in February and saw growth. I'm 63 and went to the dermatologist as suggested. My hair is shedding, but I'm trusting the process. And it's so great. And the next time you go to your dermatologist, I want you to ask them this, right? And you better be in our session tomorrow. Okay. But one thing I want you to go have your dermatologist explain to you, he or she's going to tell you the same exact thing. When you have some type of hair shaft disorder that was causing your hair to bald, when you go to a professional, whether it's a trichologist or a dermatologist or a holistic practitioner that teaches you how to reset the growth cycle, when you reset the majority of your follicles, a lot of times the hair that's already on your head that's like really fragile, a lot of that hair begins to fall out because under that follicle is a brand new piece of hair that's coming up. So you have to trust the process, right? You have to trust the process. Those are the things that I want you to understand. So it's so great. But when you go to the dermatologist tomorrow, when you go to the dermatologist the next time, ask them that. And tomorrow, when we're in our coaching session, I'm going to talk about that some more. We'll go over that a little bit more. So, Rochelle, I want to see you tomorrow. And don't forget to bring this up just in case I forget. Oh, I forgot to mention I love my brother says, I do too. You're welcome, Bill. Every time I look in the mirror, my healthy hair has seen is certified beyond cosmetology, ring all over it. Ooh, come on, people. Licensed, state board, certified. Ooh, plus integrity, changing lives out here in these streets. That's what I'm trying to do, girl. Thank you, girl. I like lemongrass. It balances sebum production. Yes, it does. Girl, you better let them know. You better let them know. Huh? And there's a lemongrass inside of our new Simply Shea Bay. And I have a video on Simply Shea Bay either tomorrow or whatever the day after tomorrow is. And I'm set on. Mm, I can't wait for that video. Yes, I promise it's coming soon. Please do a video on her question. That would be great. Yes, I promise. I promise. I promise you. I promise you. And can you do me a favor? No, I'll rewatch it. I'll rewatch it and get your comment. Don't worry about it. I was about to be like, can you send me that in the email? So I remember, but I remember. If you want to send me that in the email, that'd be great. Cause I turned 35 last month and my brain cells they're not gone, but mhm, no problem, Bill. You're welcome, Bill. So as long as my hair is bouncy and flowy, it's not really dry. Yes. But if it gets stiff, then it's time to wash it all over again. Yes. Like, damn, how do we know if our hair is dry for real? But what is, I'm not being rude, what is this obsession with y'all thinking that y'all hair is dry? What do you think your hair is supposed to feel like? If your hair is flowy, it's not dry. If you have a flat iron and it's flowing, if you go like this and it's moving with you and it don't stay right there, when your head go over there and it's still right there, if that don't happen, your hair is not dry. What are you talking about? It's not dry. Your hair is not supposed to be oily and silky and stuff. And if you feel like you need more sebum flow, then change your diet. Change your diet. You need to detox the scalp. There's something missing. The people inside of my 7-day challenge, they used to have dry hair like you. They changed their patterns and their routines. They followed the system and now they're irritated. They can't go longer than a week without shampoo in their hair because their hair is so oily. Dry hair is a non factor. If your hair is dry, your follicle is blocked. There's nothing to do but unblock your follicle. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. I love my hair. It's blowing in the wind. I think a lot of us become used to our hair feeling greasy. Yes, but girl, like that's what I'm saying. That to me, that's the issue. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but Team Natural's been going on for over a decade. So for over 12 years, y'all attach grease and oil to healthy hair, and that's not how it goes. It's not. If y'all go buy bundles, right? Bundles, it be bomb. You spend a couple of $100 on a bundle. When you touch it, there's no oil on your hands. There's no slip. Think about how a brand new bundle of raw virgin hair feel, and then feel your hair after you blow dried it with leave-in conditioner. It feels the same. And if it's rough and brittle, you got a hair shaft disorder. You need to fix it. Hair is not supposed to be oily and greasy. That the slip, yes, the slip. That's what I'm talking about. I want y'all in unison and shit. Even if y'all was just playing before, but still, like, girl, whatever. But yes, exactly. Exactly. Everybody wants slip. Everybody was wants slip. I wasn't saying it for me though. Castor oil never really. So those are the things that I want y'all to think about. It's the slip. It's you not your hair is not supposed to be slippery, bro. What the fuck? I've always hated the way your hair is not supposed to be slippery. Why you want slippery hair? Seeing as a black woman, I just always grew up believing that my whole body is supposed to be greasy, like the devil lives in dryness. But these are the generational curses that y'all need to break. Black women always think, oh, we gotta break generational curses. These are the generational curses that y'all need to break. Y'all believe shit that's not even true for no reason. And nobody ever did the research. The only parts of your body that need to be greased are the parts that don't have freaking sebaceous glands. And that's your elbows, the soles of your feet, your knees. Those are the parts that get ashy. Unless you just got some funky ducky skin, you don't really have ashy thighs. They can get dry a little bit, but for the most part, you use the right body wash, you're not having ashy thighs. You got ashy knees, ashy feet. You can put on lotion. You don't have to be oiled and greased up. God damn, man. Why do we act like everything that our mamas and grandmas and why do we act like everything that our ancestors did was right? We know it wasn't. What are we doing? God damn. Oh, like that one tuber. I think you cover her. I can't remember her name, but she had beautiful hair and now has alopecia. But I remember seeing her just pour grapeseed oil in her hair. Listen, 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 Linda, listen. Listen, listen. It ain't a hater bone in my body. You hear me? It's not a hater bone in my body. I've been with my husband for we about 5 years away from a 20 ball. No, not even 4 or 5 years. We 4 years away from being together for 20 years. If me and my husband are walking down the street and I see a beautiful woman, I'm not even gonna hold you up. Not beautiful, like if she be thick, I'll be like, damn, babe, look at that ass. Like she thick as hell. Like I'm not one of those women. I'm not. There's not a hater bone in my body. But we need to understand that everybody that you follow they don't know what they're talking about. The girl she's talking about was young as hell. And a bunch of grown ass women was following this girl that wasn't even 25. I don't even think she was 25, 26. All of these girls, all of y'all fake. Oh, I was about to name a couple. They all got the same fucking bald spot in the middle of their head. They don't, they don't all got the same middle bald spot in the middle of their head. The same one. Everybody in the club getting the bald spot. Like everybody. It was genetics. My grandma had the bald spot, so I didn't win. COVID. I had COVID. No, it's not. It's the fucking team natural practices that I told y'all to stop 10 years ago. I told y'all was gonna be bald head skittle diddles with no hair in the middle. I did. And what happened? The majority of team naturals are bald head skittle diddles without any hair in the fucking middle. You got a couple scally ties with no hair on the side. I'm not a scally tie with no hair on the side. I did this myself. Thank you very much. All of the follicles are engaged. Thank you very much. Skittle diddle. YouTube is full of skittle diddle. Am I lying? Or do you see a platform full of skittle diddles? Okay? So that's pretty much all I got. Excuse me, I'm not gonna rant. Hold on, I'm about to add this information to the description box before we go. And then I'm going to, I'm done holding you guys hostage. I don't think anybody has any questions because I don't see any more. Um, so I'm really glad that we had this combo. I am so grateful for the accountability. I do have a question for you guys. What do y'all think? Obviously, y'all probably not gonna watch it because y'all was already here, you already seen it. But what do y'all think about me reposting my live videos as like a regular talking head video on the channel? What do you think? Just say yes or no. Like, yes, post the full length, or say no, don't post that shit. Hell no. Yeah, I don't understand why you would say that, but just if you don't want me to post, be like, no, don't post that shit, no. Don't post that shit, girl, no. Hell no. Hold on, I'm just adding stuff to the description box for y'all so y'all can join when we finish. All right, baby. Oh, wait. Oh, where we at? Oh, okay. You said, yup, I used to share your videos. They don't want to listen. Well, listen, don't share it with people who don't want to listen. I am not for them anymore. I do not want to align my energy with people who don't listen. I don't want to align my energy with unaccountable women. So if it's an unaccountable woman, let her be unaccountably by herself. I do not care. I do listen to I do not care. Can you see me? Look at my eyeballs. I do not care. I don't. I used to care so much. I do not care. Like I really hope that y'all felt that. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Don't send them over here. Don't. Because if they get smart with me, I'm going to go off on them. And then they're going to be like, why you send me over there? She rude. So just don't. Yes, thank you. I love my moderators. I like them and I'll go back to watch. Yeah. Chop it up too. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make like, that's what I'm. You smart. You smart, girl. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split it up. So I'll have the hair miniaturization as one portion, and then we'll do the enzymes as another portion. So it'll be broken up into two videos. And then do me a favor, if there's anything on the one about the enzymes, that's when I'll add the. Remember, one of y'all asked the questions of like what enzymes specifically went into. I'll put that portion in that. Oh, y'all are smart. You're welcome, babe. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for having ears to hear and a heart to receive without offense. I appreciate you. Okay, yes. First, we do coursework before we get into the group. Yes. I mean, you don't have to. You can join the group. To join the group is all the way at the bottom. So within the coursework, go all the way to the bottom. The very last step says join group. So you can just go right over to the group and join. I like to tell everybody, if you don't have a public profile, like the profile that you set up or whatever when you sign up and pay. If your profile is private, you're gonna have to wait for me to let you join the group. And then you're gonna have to answer questions for me to make sure that you actually pay. But if you have a public profile, you are in the group automatically as soon as you click the button. So just make sure you got a public profile. But it's better for you to finish the actual course before you join the group, because most of the time, if you don't finish a course and you join a group, you just come in the group and just start asking me questions. And I'm not answering those questions because there's a full course with the answers and even more than answers. So I'm not. Just finish the course and then join the group and then we talk. And blaming their father's genetics for having alopecia doesn't change the fact that you were destroying your hair and scalp. Girl, you better say that shit. But none of y'all are holding these people that got y'all in these situations accountable. Y'all love talking shit to me. Oh, she's wrong. She's a lawyer. She's a lawyer. But y'all ain't holding none of their asses accountable. Y'all like, oh, hopefully your grandpa's juice grows your hair back. Oh, like it's girl. That's why don't send them over here. Don't send them over here unless they're ready. Yes, I just got here and I want to go back and rewatch. Yes, please. You miss so much. Right now, we just talking. But I was like professional, kind of, at the beginning. So rewind it. Nah, don't post that shit. ZJ, you know. Nah, don't post that shit. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I think if it don't go up, we everybody blames ZJ. ZJ said No, don't post that shit for them. They should have had their ass in class. Mm, This just caught me off guard. I used to use store-bought oil. Now I use my God given sebum oil, which I never believed was possible. I appreciate you for saving me money. It is no problem, baby. That's what I do it for. Mm. Just imagine whether you believe me or not, I do not care. I do not care. But if you are a person who your hair is so dry and you always buying oil and stuff, imagine how much money you would save if your patterns and your routines allowed for your natural sebum to flow out so much that you have to wash your hair multiple days a week because your hair is oily beyond repair. Because that's what happens to the gurus. All of the gurus, their main, before they irritation used to be like, my hair is so dry, I don't know what to do with my hair. They don't have that issue no more. They don't. And I have more reviews coming in the video that's going to be up tomorrow. But or Sunday. But the next video is gonna have reviews in it. But my gurus, their new problem is that their hair is so oily that they have to wash it, shampoo multiple times a week. It's a fact. I don't care who believes me. I don't care who doesn't believe me. I don't care who makes a video. These are factuals. If your hair is dry, your follicle is blocked, and you need to unblock it. You need patterns and routines that completely detox you. And that's what my blueprint and my 7-day challenge is for. That's what I do. Oh, my friend went to cosmetology school and learned what I said to her from what I learned. My friend went to cosmetology school and learned what I said to her from what I learned. Girl, I'm telling you what I know. Stop playing with me. The young girl who was using shea butter on her hair and big globs, her hair is going down the drain. Hair is getting shorter and stringier by the day. I feel bad because her hair used to be beautiful. I don't feel bad for any of them. You know why? Because stay in your fucking lane. Nobody's online trying to teach y'all how to do scalp biopsies and cut the scalp open with a scalpel. Nobody's trying to give y'all injections into the scalp. Why? Because they respect the field of dermatology and they understand they don't know shit that a dermatologist learned. Well, guess what? The girls on YouTube, they don't know shit that a trichologist know. Even y'all favorite bald head cosmetologists, even y'all favorite people online, they don't know nothing that the trichologist knows. You do not learn trichology in dermatology in cosmetology school. You do not. And guess what? You don't learn cosmetology when you being a dermatologist. They're all different fields. I can guarantee you your dermatologist has a cosmetologist. Get into it. Your dermatologist probably doesn't have a trichologist because your trichologist was trained by a dermatologist. Let's get into it. Mm-hmm. But I can guarantee you your dermatologist and your trichologist got a cosmetologist. What are we talking about? Hmm. I love your live videos. Well, my live videos love you. And she making and selling products from her kitchen. Yeah. And y'all gonna buy them. And all of y'all buy them, which is why all of y'all are experiencing the same thing that the Team Natural Girls are. You don't see that? I told y'all, but y'all didn't listen to me. Now you're in the club, putting that grease on. Break it down for me. Break it down. Can we rewatch this from the beginning? You sure can. Just rewind it, boo. Hey, girl. Hey, Stephanie. I stopped telling people about you. They argue too much. No, it just, I don't give a shit. Don't send they bald headed asses over here because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell her, get your bald head ass back on over here. I don't care. Oh, sit down. I care so much. I was like, oh my God, like, I really want to help everybody. Like, I don't want them to be bald. I don't want them to listen to them. I want them to have the best results. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't. I am here for the people who have the ears to hear. That's it. I am done giving what's holy to the dogs. I'm done. Love your blue butterfly PT. Ooh, me too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Can I say thank you to everybody who don't tell people? Don't send them over here. Now, if you know that they're like you and they're accountable and it's then yes, send them over here. But if they don't, send they funky acting ass on. I do not care. I don't have the patience. You're gonna send somebody over here to get cussed out. So just don't. I sign my checks. I don't have to bite my tongue for nobody. So please don't send they irritating ass over here. Oh my God, yes, my scalp won't let me go off schedule. It's be or like you be having your face be more oily. Your scalp be like, oh, you ain't gonna wash me off. I got something that ass. It started it make that thing go trip, drop, trip, trippity drop. Dude, who watched Empire? Do y'all remember that? Just that simple. It's really easy. It's not that deep. It's just not. Don't send that bald headed ass over here. On God. On God. Keep the Humpty Dumps, the Scallywags, and the Skittle Diddles right over there where they been. Let them keep following the bald head ass motherfuckers. Like it's legions of black women that sit down and listen to people who got just as much hair on their head as I got on the side of my face. Actually, I got a little bit of hair coming down here. I gotta wax that off. I think I may have hair on my face, more hair on my face than some of these motherfuckers that they be listening to. I do not care. Do not send them over here. I am not in the business of proving myself to nobody. I don't prove myself to anybody. I used to feel like I had to. And then I got my social proof, which was the gurus. Within the 7 Day Challenge and the Growth Cycle Blueprint, there are legions of them, and I don't even have to defend myself anymore. I do not care. I don't. I grow hair for a living. It's facts. I have the facts to mix to match. I have picture after picture after picture, review after review after review, and I'll have even more coming, especially after tomorrow. I'll have whatever any gurus that have questions. Sometimes they don't have any questions, and it's just us. It's just a couple of us, just a couple of the ones that have questions. But sometimes they all just want to shoot the shit, and we sit in there. And if I'm gonna leave space for all of them to like, if they have any testimonials or anything they want to say to y'all, I'm gonna leave it open, and then they're gonna share it. Girl, I don't have time. When we restore our sebum on our scalp, we can do it all over using the same method. Wait, huh? When we restore our sebum on our scalp, we can do it all over again using the same methods. Yes, like any guru that's in here will let you know after they follow my program one time, they never need me or anybody else ever again. It's a fact. I'll make sure we go over that tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow afternoon. I'll make sure we go over that so y'all can hear it out of their mouths and not mine. You can hear it out of their mouths and not mine. I am excellent at what I do. And I don't care how arrogant or whatever that sounds like to people. I am excellent at what I do. Excellent. If you follow the directions, you get the results. No questions asked. Fast. Excellent at what I do. I just now getting here seeing when you want to do a press, how do you choose between whether to use a moisturizing shampoo or conditioner or a bond repair shampoo and conditioner? Well, we'll have to do a whole thing on that. Your shampoo and conditioner and you flat ironing your hair have nothing to do with each other. Like that, what you're about to do to your hair doesn't determine what shampoo and conditioner you use. The products that you use are based on your porosity. You're picking products based on your porosity, not based on what you're about to do to your hair. And the only time you're using a bond reconstructor is if you've done something that possibly deconstructed your bonds. You're not just using a bond reconstructor just to use a bond reconstructor. Again, these are things that I unpack within the blueprint, so I'm not going to be able to unpack them here, but that's the gist of it. You pick the products based on porosity, not based on what style you're about to do. Seeing the ladies, my eyes are getting tired by the minute. So when you all sweet dreams and stuff, bye, sweetie, bye. I'm about to go too. So I think we're pretty much done with questions. My next video, yes, it does. My next video is going to be um it's either going to be to answer your question, right? Like I'm going to split this video up in sections or whatever and reuse it. And we my next talking head video is going to be breaking down Shea Bay. It's going to be breaking down my simply Shea Bay that is available on my site. I love it so much and I love you guys, right? Yes, girl. Let's continue to follow the science and grow healthy hair. Saying thanks again for everything you do. It is my absolute pleasure. I love y'all so much. And talking today, this was full of you all are my people. Hello. These are the women that I do it for. And I remember a couple of months ago, I'm not going into detail, but I remember a couple of months ago, I stopped making lives because I felt limited in a way. There was somebody that was like, "Oh, the reason that people like to watch you live is because they like to see you like go off and stuff." So it kind of made me like, "Damn, like is that what it is?" Cuz that's not why I want people watching me. So it kind of like I don't know, it kind of just made me feel like backed into a corner. Like, well, I don't want to make people feel like that. That's just my personality, and I'm not changing that about myself. So I just won't go live for a while. But I changed my mind. Like I sat with myself, meditated about it, thought about it a little bit more, and I'm like, no, there are different types of people, right? There's some people that are like this. They're really sweet and they need to learn from really sweet people. I'm just not for you. But that's not who I am. It's not the way that I communicate. Like I'm a very, very blunt, no bullshit, no nonsense, no sugarcoating, no small talk. I don't do that. I can't function that way. I don't like it. I don't like small talk. I don't like talking about stupid shit. Like I don't care. I know it looked like I like to talk. I really don't. I don't like to talk unless I have something to say. Talking my husband to death, that's a whole nother thing. It's my rat as a wife. But other than that, like I don't. So we're gonna come on live more, and we'll every time we'll come on live, I'm gonna have like a topic for us to go through. So I'm not just sitting on here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm never going to be like, oh, how exactly do I do this? Or how exactly do I do this? Those are all for blueprint members and 7 Day Challenge members. I'm not doing that here. I'm just simply not. That time has gone and passed. Right? There was a time where the 7 Day Challenge was free. I didn't charge anybody for anything. It was free. That time has gone. It has come and gone. We already talked about why it's not free anymore. I want you to blame all of your favorite YouTubers that y'all used to listen to that you no longer listen to. They are the reason that everything's behind the paywall. They're the reason that y'all are in the position that y'all are in, and they're the reason that y'all got to pay to get out of it. It's the truth. So I love y'all so much. I do. I love you. I do. I use to make and sell products out of my kitchen. We're being accountable. Listen, I don't do that no more. ZJ, I love you. We all did it because we didn't understand. Before you know better, you don't do that great. But when you know better, you do better. And I appreciate your accountability. I appreciate your accountability because guess what? I made products in my kitchen too until I went to school and learned how nasty that shit is. Nah, you're transparent and passionate about your shit. Thank you, girl. Damn those people, girl. It was actually. Thank you. I was about to say something else. That's not the reason for me. Sorry. That's not the reason for me here. For the science, that's it. And that's all this is like for me. I appreciate you. I do. That's what I'm saying. Y'all my people. Hello all. Hey world, I miss you. I'm off work. I'm looking forward to being a part of the guru team. Yes. No problem, Bill. I do it for you, baby. I'm finger massaging my scalp while listening to you. Girl, yes, rub it, girl, rub it. Rub it, girl. And you don't need no oil to rub it, girl, rub it. Just that is if somebody came in on the raw part, they're like, rub it, rub it. Her scalp. Can we get more? Get ready with me. I want to see you do your hair. I mean, this probably gonna be like, oh, see, you so extra and creepy, but I'm extremely spiritual, right? Not religious, spiritual. It's a difference. And when I do my hair, it's like a ritual, right? Like a private ritual. And I don't like filming my rituals, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I've done that for years here on my channel. For years. So if y'all want to see me do my hair, well, it's not as long. It's my hair is way longer. Like right now, I have like seven clip-ins in, but my hair is like way longer than it was the last time I saw it. But the energy connected, the energy that is sent in my direction when I put my ritual online, I don't like. That's why I no longer feel myself doing my hair because people look for things. For example, I've always been super transparent. I always tell y'all that, oops, when I don't have the hair right here, it'd be a gap. So I'm gonna just keep this right here. When I whenever I shared my hair and stuff, I naturally told y'all about HS because I didn't want people like, oh, she's bald headed. She's trying to teach y'all. So I just told y'all, hey, here's HS. Here are the spots under my arms. Here are the other spots. And here is a spot on my scalp. Now it's filled in, but this used to be one big circle over here, right? And I would do my hair and cover it up, but I would tell y'all about it. And the people that y'all listen to talk so much shit, right? They was like, "How y'all listening to her? She bald head and da 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 da." And everybody made little videos about it, and I don't give a fuck about it. But it didn't hurt my feelings. But because doing my hair is a ritual for me, I don't want to include people in my ritual. I don't want people making reaction videos to a ritual of mine. So I don't. And I know the word ritual probably freaks people out, but I don't care. It is what it is. Feel how you feel. But I hope that makes sense. I just don't want y'all to think I don't like I'm trying to hide something like, oh, she don't want to show us her hair. Her hair is no, that's not it. I just it's sacred to me. And the gurus know exactly what I'm talking about. But like my hair, doing my hair is a sacred practice for me. And I don't want to share it on YouTube. I don't think that YouTube is a place for sacred practices. I just don't. Um, what I will do the next time, I'm not gonna lie, say the next time, what I will do is make an effort to record it and I'll put it on the Send Down Network. That's what I'll do. And so if you sign up for the Send Down Network, the link is in the description box. You sign up for the Send Down Network, I'll go ahead and put a video in there the next time I, you know, record it. Yes, I definitely believe. Yeah. What can I do with all the products that I bought? Girl, I don't know. I don't throw them away. I don't want to tell you to give them to nobody because then you gonna make somebody else into a damn product junkie. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I do not know. Mm. What time is the live tomorrow? Well, the live tomorrow won't be here on YouTube. The live tomorrow is going to be a Zoom meeting for all of the Blueprint and 7 Day Challenge members, and that's going to be private. It's not even going to be on YouTube. And those links are within the 7 Day Challenge group. So if you've done the 7 Day Challenge, if you pay for it, and you're inside of the 7 Day Challenge, log in, go to your emails, because it's a lot of y'all that ain't even started. We ain't winner today. Go to your confirmation email, the email that you got directly after you purchased. Everybody got the email. Go to that email and follow the promptings on the screen. When you set up your profile, make sure your profile is public. And once you make sure that the profile is public, just join the group. And within the group, you see the link for the event for you to RSVP to the live this tomorrow. Okay, but if I'm not mistaken, it's either at 12 or hold on. Girl, I gotta check my notes just like everybody else, girl. Hold on. What the hell is going on with the church's money? Oh shit. I think I broke something else. My husband gonna be like, what the fuck is that deal? No, wait, no, he don't talk to me like that. He gonna think that though. It's tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So it's in the morning. Yes, it's a sacred practice for me. I can't. Well, this should be working. What the but anyway. Scientific depression. All down my forehead. Sorry, not sorry. Y'all should be careful what you asked for. All the girls was like, Sam, my hair is so dry. It's so crispy. What do I do? How do I fix it? I want my sebum to flow. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you want the sebum to flow? Is that your final answer? Is that your final answer? Thank you for sharing your journey. It was the first time I heard of HS, made me aware of it happening. Now I see it and know it. See? Thank you. Thank you for listening. I know it's something that most people don't have, or most people don't even know anybody with it, or maybe you do, but we just don't talk about it. But how to fix bubble hair. You don't fix bubble hair, you cut it off. Most hair shaft disorders cannot be fixed. That's why y'all shouldn't do the things that the YouTubers tell you to do because everything cannot be reversed. Hair is not like your skin. Once you break it and you give it a hair shaft disorder, you have to cut it off and start all over. Bubble hair is not really a hair shaft disorder that you can reverse. Most hair shaft disorders cannot be reversed. Yeah, kind of, sort of. This isn't, well, I only got about probably this much extra length. You can clearly see. Well, maybe not. When you do it like this, you can see the difference. You can see where my hair is in. You can see. You see like where it's like a little thinner at the bottom. My hair ain't thin at the bottom, but where it's thinner at the bottom, that's like this is the extra length. So my hair is up there. Tell them to play with that bald hair grandma, not me. Just playing. But not. All right. I love y'all so much. Don't see any more questions. Think I did everything that I was supposed to do today. No, I was supposed to show you how to sign up for the challenge. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna head out. We're gonna roll on up out of here. That's what we about to do. Right after this. Hold on, player. Y'all was supposed to remind me as I'm about to pull up my website. Let me know if there's anything else that I didn't forgot about that y'all ain't saying nothing about. Mm, the very first sound of your brown eyes. Your lips said hello, and I said hi. I don't know why I'm singing that. Hold on. My website is monetized. There are ads there. Okay, so all right. So this is the website that is scrolling down at the bottom of the screen, right? So this is what my website looks like. Hold on. Okay. So as it pertains to like questions and stuff, you can also ask me questions on my website. This is where the chat is. You can put your name, your question in, and then submit it. And I'm the only person that it comes to. Like you'll be sending it directly to me. So yeah. So if you want to shop the apothecary, you can clearly see where it says simple apothecary. This the herbal bar, the bundle deals that we have, the extracts and tinctures, body bar, like the soaps and the butters, the scalp bar, like the soaps and the butters, and then the send down network. This is where I told you guys that you can go and join if that's what you want to do, right? And then here where it says 7 day challenge slash growth blueprint, this is what you click on when you want to learn more about the 7 day challenge or the growth cycle blueprint, right? So I did the best that I could. I'll remove this. I did the best that I could on making this as descriptive as possible. So that way we're not getting too many questions. I break everything down here, so again, just head over to my website if you want more information on the 7 day challenge, right? I break everything down. The 7 day hair growth challenge, it breaks everything down, why it works, what you get, who it's for, that it's built on science, and then you can join right here. You click start now, and then it's going to take you to the page where you sign up. I love y'all so much. Do not join these groups unless you have paid for the challenge, because right now it's so many people that do it and it's exhausting to figure out who's paid and who did it. So the systems that I have on there all together, they're low key blocking everybody who hasn't paid for it. And so if you haven't paid and you join a group, or like tomorrow's live, if you haven't paid and you're in my live, the bots that are on my, not the bots, but the systems that are being ran on my website to help me, what it's going to do is going to block you from being able to join future things, because it's going to think that you're somebody that's trying to like beat the system or scam or something like that, right? So, if you want to learn a little bit more about the 7 day challenge, when you head over to this page on my website, again, my website is going across the bottom of the screen. Literally, all of the information is there so you can learn more about it. And then under that is the growth cycle blueprint, and it breaks everything down, what you need, what it is, what you learn, what is the course and the whole course breakdown. This is the majority of the course breakdown. There are a few things missing, and the blueprint, again, is something that will always be updated. The members ask questions, they need further details. There are videos added within the group. That's why if you've done the 7 day challenge, I mean, if you've done the growth cycle blueprint and you've been in there longer than a year, girl, you probably, or boy, you've probably missed quite a few things that have been added. So go back within the group and go back within the course, because there are things that have been updated, right? At the end of next month, everybody who's taken both courses, you guys will be getting sent your certifications and things of that nature. We're going to have it all, right? But this breaks down everything, and then you can enroll right here. Everything is so simplistic, right? I did the best that I could at making my website as easy to get as possible, right? We still we're updating the testimonials page because it was low key like overflowing. So we're redoing the testimonials page, but I really, really encourage you to go over to my website and read through my testimonials. So that way you'll understand exactly what you can get out of it, and you can see what other people think about it, so you won't just be taking my word for it, right? And as you can see, we have long reviews because my gurus' lives are changed forever. So again, you don't have to take my word for it. You can listen to hundreds of people who have already done it, right? But I love you guys so much. I really, really hope that this video made sense. And I really hope that if you haven't done so yet, hold on, let me come in. If you haven't done so, at this point, I really, really want it to be at a place where I don't know what happened to the screen, but that must mean it's time to go. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Yeah, that means it's time to go. That's just what it means, because I don't even know what's going on. I don't know where the backdrop went or nothing. But I just want us all to get to a place where we're able to have these conversations. And I really hope that thus far, by the end of this, I want you to let me know in the comments, not right now. This video is about to go off. Go to the comments and let me know what is the portion of this that you enjoyed the most, or did you like this live? Just give me a comment on what you think about this discussion. I love y'all so much. Thank you for chilling with me. Bye.